Behor Live, broadcasting from the NNN facilities at our planetary capital of Valion. This is just a capital day as I have to wait to go on air. The Duchess Siobhan is all contrite and prepared to make a confession.
What has gotten under your core, Behor? Contrary to a confession, we're here to provide a logical explanation.
I will ignore you, Rufin the Duke, of no consequence. You were not invited on my show, so too the little royal slut knock yourself clean out.
First of all, the birthing of the heiress to the ducal house of Valion was premature by 275 days, which accounts for the discrepancy. You, Behor bitch, knew that from the beginning upon the initial press release from the hospital.
What press release?
The one rescinded when Prime Minister Bagley threatened to give the good public hospital a funding cut. Behor, were you in on this? I mean, you do everything Bagley tells you.
Fucking cameras off.
Behor!
That was hilarious.
My stupid little brother is better than a court jester.
Well, Sheb, we loaded the last of it, and now the bong is misplaced.
A real clincher on an otherwise good day. Let's get back to the rig and pop open that bottle of absinthe.
Sounds like a capital plan. We need to discuss young Carmen.
What about your new agent, the seeress?
She presented herself voluntarily, and though her kinetic abilities are not conventional, I hired her because of her demonstrated ability to predict future events.
So salty, I'll still think about it.
Okay, we can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show.
She is the best goddamn sister-in-law on the planet.
So salty, I'll still think about it.
We can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
Can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop.
Care to cite an example?
Though I was not yet taking her seriously, she predicted your giving birth prematurely by 275 days.
So you then hired her?
Yes. She also made other predictions about young Carmen, so I want to keep her around as events play out.
Is that what you wanted to talk about?
It seems as if the planet will one day find itself in need of a savior, and it will not be Mika.
Oh?
Mika will be a strong ruler for a brief time, produce no issue, and your daughter will take over the planet and present herself as the Holy Diver. She has come to our world to dive in and die for the sins of all Nibirans, just as she has done on countless planets throughout the galaxy and universe.
Sounds like that song from Earth by Ronnie Dio.
Gods, I love that piece of music. Dio seems correct, but because of the way we ordered the brains of the race of man, Dio misplaced the proper pronoun, as he wrongly assumed the diver was male.
This sounds a lot like a circumstance which could turn very dangerous, and do so with haste.
You have no practical experience in how difficult this element may turn on us, setting loose a circular death division with none of us left standing when it concludes.
Does it get any poorer?
Siobhan, we will begin experiencing prophetic visions of your daughter in the future. This is preferred as the signal the end approaches, and we shall soon be dead.
I wouldn't say I like the sound of this seeress. She does not sound optimistic, and rather full of doom and despair. If she proves faulty or dishonest, I will make a meal out of her.
What? Are you stroking my funny bone?
No, Madam Queen. I'm just volunteering to share meals with you, should such events come to ratify.
For such a dainty little girl, you are powerful, and my best friend and agent. I will offer you to eat when the time comes.
Thanks, Islet. I never imagined my former life in Bray Ringer falling aside as it has, but I remain feeling enriched by it.
Siobhan, look down to your right.
2 girls about to engage in battle. One with red.
We must plan and act quickly. This is the beginning of the end for us. Sheb, why can't you tell me if my godchild is a male or female?
I cannot say anything now. It's too dangerous at Valmaxian Palace.
Oh, Sheb, you know I've always dreamed of children, but after what Mika did to me...
I don't know if I may live long enough to tell you when it's safe.
I have fears that leaving me in the dark thus could endanger everyone's interest, and especially your child's.
Hush! I gave birth to a very different child, and I'm sure everything may work out in the long run. You, Anne, must use your farsight.
Cirrus! This is your co-agent who just gave birth.
So, of all of your agents, only Samvad is a virgin?
A group of agents eligible to act in a kinesia formation was never in the works. No matter, as I appoint my team based on different characteristics. Now, Siobhan surmises you fail to be optimistic enough, but I know how damned accurate your predictions are.
Siobhan, I am sorry for this and wish for a different verity. I've never seen someone before, let alone a 2 years aged child, in so much danger. She needs more than preservation. What young Carmen needs is secretiveness. What are you proposing? First, the public should be told no other elements regarding your child. The further the public is enlightened, the more peril will unfold toward the child's being. It must also be recognized that extended family members present the greatest of open menaces to Carmen. Given this, the child must be protected from itself until it grows and becomes adept at its duty.
What is a holy diver to do to our world?
She is like a tiger. You can see her stripes. But a baby is clean. Carmen will use her power, while she has the strength to transform our world, and to do so without being judgmental about the perceived impurities of Nibirans.
Can you be more specific about how our world will be transformed?
It may manifest in mass perception. That life itself is a spinning wheel which never ends.
So not only must my child direct a secret life,
her life and the encircling realities must be hidden from herself.
Looking through the text surviving from the old world, are you discerning much?
that if the mum and the queen both die at the same moment, the daughter will be spared an early death and live long, but not long enough to fulfill her ambitions.
And what else?
So, this means that our species and planet are doomed? Even if Carmen succeeds in holding back destruction for some time?
I'm not sure. Other factors may come into play, such as a mum tree and another sibling born after the two of us die. Oh, and something referred to as the trade of death's orbit.
Anything further on that last tidbit?
The name itself is so obscure and cross-references so few that I dare not to make a guess.
I read something, say a cross-reference, that this trade of orbits would be the primary occurrence in all of this. Major, and quite beyond our ability to stop or to shape.
It comes down to this. Both of our lives for Carmen.
We're both pretty fucked up right now. Take a spin in that rat rod from the Earth?
Do you realize that rig is priceless to the suitable collectors on Nibiru?
Yes, and entirely illegal as well. A Bima Veritas built on the Earth year 1950. I play it down, since we're to wreck it so horrendously.
We aren't going to wreck it tonight. I must combine our powers to do what must be done so that these texts are sealed and accessible only to Carmen.
Do you understand the full implications of what you are saying? Would you undercut your own daughter? I say, let's get this done and over tonight and not leave our fingerprints elsewhere.
No, and I have my reasons. The main one being I don't trust Mika to do the right thing. Are sealing these texts. Let's fetch a covered card and penetrate the Great Tower tonight.